40% of the success of your campaign is dependent on the accuracy of your Hey, what's going on, everyone? Weekly recap number 49. Just marking up a couple of pages here for Phil Sandals and Mike Newell. This week, we're going to talk about one of the most overhyped yet impactful things that your sales and marketing team can be doing, and that, my friends, is account-based marketing. I know, we've talked about all these different cool new things you can do, but I am telling you, the stats don't lie. Account-based marketing drives revenue. All right, so when you think about ABM, how do we avoid what we call the hype cycle? I found out about this thing, oh my God, it's gonna change my life. Wait, this is a lot of work. Go back to just calls and emails, right? One of the most important factors that not enough companies take into account is compensation and incentives. There's a lot of different analogies out there, but what we think about is just REI. I'm not talking about the outdoor sporting goods store. I'm talking about reach, engagement, and impact. So for reach, 30% of marketers call ABM their magic pill to getting to the C-suite. They see 100% increase in number of C-suite connections when they use more of an account-based approach. For engagement, 66% of marketers report that the key indicator that ABM is accountable for is pipeline. So when you're trying to get that engagement and you want more pipeline, ABM is one of the best ways to do it. And finally, impact. Marketers report that they see almost a 200% increase in their marketing success rate and impact on the bottom line from using ABM activities. So my friends, look, I know the hype cycle is real, but think REI. And if you can just align incentives around that, you can also be successful. I know there's a lot of different hype that you hear. We got to be doing direct mail. There's a lot of different things. You can tell that we're deep in this game too, right? But the 40-40-20 rule is very, very simple for you to remember. One, 40% of the success of your campaign is dependent on the accuracy of your mailing list and your contact list, right? You can't be successful if you don't have a clean list, right? So call, verify, make sure that you have that. The second 40% is actually how compelling is your offer, right? If the offer is not compelling, if the offer is not relevant, you're also not going to be successful. So again, maybe A/B test some different messaging options to see what works before you move forward with that. And last is the design, the copy, the gift. Right? So when you think about those things, it's like, I think we've spent a lot of our time thinking about the design, spent a lot of our time thinking about the copy, but in reality, only 20% of your likelihood to success actually matters. And one of the don't do's that we have is don't make the gift a bribe, right? Make sure it's relevant, make sure it's on point with your value prop. So remember the 40-40-20 rule if you want to up your ABM game. So the big thing that we don't think about when it comes to ABM is the importance of actually around retention and account growth. Right? And a lot of it comes down to the personalized experience, taking the time to write a note, not just print it out, taking the time to actually go that extra mile. Sales and marketing alignment around current clients can create almost a 36% increase in retention of your current clients, which is amazing, right? 84% increase in reputation when you spend time doing more of an account-based approach and nurturing those accounts, and a 74% increase in retention when you use account-based strategies around current accounts. So a lot of this is about taking the time to not just, we spend all this effort on the top of the funnel, but you have to take the time to take care of your current clients too. The data shows your reputation and retention go through the roof. So remember, my friends, I want you to think ABM, I get it, there's a lot of hype going around. But again, the stats don't lie. Step one, think about aligning the incentives, REI to keep it simple. What's the reach? What's the engagement? What's the impact? Then think about that 40-40-20 rule. What should you focus on when you're actually doing ABM? Right? It might not be the things that you're focused on today. And lastly, do not sleep on the use of ABM and sales and marketing alignment and customer retention. Amazing, amazing results in terms of your ability to increase your reputation and increase retention. Weekly recap number 49, ABM style. I am out. And guys, I got a lot of letters to write.
I already have the book one set up.
Okay, let's just do that. So the book one is the book, The Prime to Perform. By the way, it's a really good book. Is it the right eye? No, it's your left eye that's bad.
Yep.
Yeah.